Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry. Okay, you guys, I know it's been a hot minute since I've checked in with y'all, and I'll tell you why here in a little bit. So first I wanted to show you the project that I'm working on, which it is a mirror, like the Dungeons and Dragons mirror. I've got the center covered with piece of paper so that you're not staring at my ceiling while I'm talking to you. So this is a smaller mirror than the Dungeons and Dragons one, but I ordered it off of Amazon because I wanted to do a craft related mirror to hang on my wall in my craft room. So some changes are going to be happening, and I'll discuss those here in a little bit. So the border and the center tiles, they're not glued down yet. Nothing is glued, okay? With the exception of the silver ones that I have in the corners. But the rest of these came in like these 16 by 16 inch sheets that are peel and stick, and they're supposed to be for like backsplashes in like bathrooms or kitchens or whatever. And then I just cut them apart, and so that's what I pulled my colors from for the most part, because I knew I wanted to do purple and teal and probably navy blue, which is what I used in my logo tile that I made up here. So, and if you've watched the previous videos, you saw the process of that. But, so that's, it actually needs to go this way just a little bit. Centered at the top. And, sorry, brain, turn on brain. Okay. I already know that I'm going to restamp this one, which says cat hair is my glitter, on white clay with one of the colors of ink, because I feel like I need more white. So, and then I'm probably going to do two more, one for each side, also on the white glitter clay. I've got a few stamps that are like, that, like, I think one says keep calm and craft on, and the other one says eat, sleep, craft, repeat, or something like that. So, I'm going to do one in the purple, one in the teal, and one in the navy blue. So probably be, you know, one of each color. So I do know that. I don't know that these are going to stay. The rest of the point of this was to try and use up some of the tiles that I already have made and in my stash, because my stash is ridiculous, you guys. Like, I've outgrown my storage of it, and it's just because filler tiles are so much fun to make because they don't require any thought. You know, you're just playing and having fun, and it's really easy to end up with an overabundance very, very quickly. So, hello, Garfield. So I don't know that these are going to stay, especially when I add in the other two white ones. I have three. Like, there's one here, and one here. And these were made way back at the beginning. Just very simple on the Peacock Pearl, I think, clay color with just black ink. And they're just like random swirls. But don't know that I'm feeling them. So those are going to come out to make room for the two new ones. I also think I'm going to do a fourth on the light purple. I did have one more hand. It was actually two hands holding, like, it looks like tape, but I figure if I color it a certain color, then it's going to look like ribbon, and I use ribbon. So, so I think I'm going to do the fourth one, which will go over here somewhere. This will probably go up. Like I said, this is going to change, so that I'll have four of the light purples, two on this side and two on this side. I have a bunch of these words on silver clay that were already in my stash, in the colors of ink that I used on this, so that worked out well. So I've got imagine, design, create, define, express, beautify, inspire, invent, delight, make, dream, and elevate. So those were already in my stash. These ones on the white clay, with the exception of my logo, were again made in the very, very beginning. This was done with a stencil and paint. So I know I have these paint colors. And that's probably what I'm going to use. I need to make some more hand-painted geometric, which will probably be the Harlequin pattern. I'm a big fan of that one. So I'll probably do a few of those. But these were already in my stash. This was one long strip. I cut it into, looks like just 2 pieces. And then I have a couple of these, like, fleur-de-lis. So, and then the rest of these were all just already in my stash, including the foiling, the foil leafing, which I don't normally use 2 different colors of leafing. But I feel like it kind of works with this project. This bright purple, I decided to use because I had these 2 already in my stash. And I don't even think I have this color of clay anymore. I think this was a brand I don't buy anymore. And that was all I had, is these 2. But it worked. So, and then that leafing pulls that color all the way through. So I may eliminate, depending on when I rework it, I may eliminate the turquoise leafing and just use the purple. So I'm also not 100% sure on these, because the turquoise is not the right color. These are brads that I embedded into the silver glitter clay and baked. But this is not the right color of teal, and it's the only color of teal that I have in the brads. So I'm kind of going back and forth on that. It kind of works, kind of doesn't. I'm not 100% sure. Because it kind of goes with this particular clay color, which is one of my fillers. And it's just got a stamp, stamped in silver ink on it. So, but anyway, but this is kind of one of the things I've been playing with. I threw in a few gemstones in turquoise. I don't have purple, so I have 4 of these, like, they make me think of a cat's eyeball, kind of, so, and they're on the navy blue glitter clay. So I have 4 of those in here for right now. And then 3 just random silver beads tucked in that were also already in my stash. Didn't have a 4th one. So, so anyway, so this is where I'm at on that. Of course, got my ever favorite swirly, my favorite stamp ever. But anyway, so this is something that I was working on a little bit. But now I'm going to tell you why I haven't been around the last, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it's been. So, first of all, in previous videos, I've discussed the joy and motivation and inspiration that I'm getting from an actor, singer, Broadway star named Jeremy Jordan. And in one of his video clips, because he played Jack Kelly in Newsies on Broadway, and also if you've got Disney Plus, you can rent it on there. So when he does his one-man cabaret concert shows, he'll always end it with Santa Fe. So in this particular clip that I saw, he prefaced it with a couple of sentences that really resonated with me. Basically what he said was, if you're feeling lost or stuck, from personal experience, don't be afraid to look back on your dreams as a kid for inspiration. Because there might be something there waiting for you to rediscover, something that could change your life. And so that got me thinking about, what did I used to dream about being as a kid. I'm sorry, you guys. And I had to do some thinking, because the big dream was always, get married, have a couple of kids and a dog and a house in the suburbs. But that was not in the cards for me. So I had to really kind of think about it. And I know that I've always enjoyed reading. I mean, I started reading at a very young age. I think I was reading at about the age of 3. So, hang on, let me get a drink and see if I can't get this tickle out of my throat. So, but I never used to write, per se, but, like, I tell myself stories in my head all the time. Like, when I'm driving my truck down the highway, and I tell myself, like, epic stories in my head. So I thought, well, I don't know, maybe I should give writing a book a try. Because when I started truck driving, I toyed with the idea of doing like a diary of a lady trucker kind of deal, but that's been done a lot. And So I wasn't really feeling that. But then I'm also going through basically a delayed midlife crisis where I'm really reevaluating like mental and emotional and social things that I need to address that I haven't addressed. So, not going to get into a whole lot of that, but it kind of led me to, you know, they say write what you know. Well, what do I know? I know about being a truck driver. I know about animals, and I know about trying to overcome some mental and emotional things that have happened in the past, and trying to improve myself mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, all of that. So, so that's what I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and reading a lot of articles on the internet, and so I'm kind of combining everything. So the book that I'm working on is based on a female truck driver and her interactions with people and how she influences their lives, but how they influence hers. And basically give her, you know, food for thought as she slowly works on improving herself, which is what I'm doing. So that's kind of the general gist of it. So I've been working on that, and that's been taking up quite a bit of my time. And then the other thing that's going on is medically related. I have a really large patch on my leg that they can't figure out what it is. So this last week I got referred to a dermatologist, and they did a biopsy on it, which was not pleasant. And then the dermatologist decided, because I have a lot of skin moles, I'm just prone to them. So, and she asked if they'd ever been examined, and I said no. So she was like, well, strip. And I was like, oh, well, yay, not so much. Long story short, without going into way too much detail, there was one in a very sensitive location that was causing her great concern that she decided needed to come off that day. And so that's been very unpleasant because she couldn't get the bleeding to stop. So she spent 30 minutes trying to cauterize the wound, having to renumb it 4 times, and then stitches on top of the cauterization. And it's actually 6 days later, and it's still kind of oozing blood. So, and then being in the truck makes it even worse, bouncing around. But so it's been a rough week. But anyway, I realized though that I haven't touched base with you guys in a little while, so I wanted to jump on real quick and kind of update you on, you know, what's the sitch, so to speak. So that's pretty much it for right now, because I haven't been able to sit comfortably in my craft room either, and honestly not very comfortable right now, but I wanted to get in here because I haven't been in here all week. So this is what I'm currently working on, my Quirky Cat Crafts mirror, and also working on the book. So I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. But even if it doesn't go anywhere, it's very kind of self-therapeutic and cathartic and illuminating as I'm writing it. So even if it doesn't go any further, it's been beneficial to me. So anyway, so that's what's been going on with me. I hope all is well with all of you. And I will be back on when I'm ready to make some more tiles for this, and I'll film that, but it's not going to be tonight. So that's it for now, you guys. Thanks so much for watching.